Welcome back to the Vandy Sports Podcast. I'm here at SEC Media Day with Vanderbilt head coach Shea Ralph. Coach, thank you for spending some time with me this afternoon. Just want to start out, how has the day been for you?
It's been a great day. We enjoy coming here, and the players love to do all the photo shoots, and we get to talk about what we've been doing all summer and get to talk about the season. It's never a bad day when you do those things, so it's been fun.
You brought two veteran players, Iana Moore and Jordan Oliver. What are those two players? What do you expect for them out of the season?
Yana and Jayo have been two of our best leaders throughout the summer, the preseason. They're two of our highest IQ players. I'm learning that I need to have one or both of them on the court at all times. And they've also been here and believed in the vision before it really came to reality last year. So I was happy to bring them. They've earned it. They're going to be a huge, huge part of our success this season.
And then I guess with that vision, it was announced earlier this week that you have a contract extended with Vanderbilt. What does it mean to you that the university and the athletic department believes in you and what you're doing with this program?
It's so meaningful when you put your heart and soul into something, and we've done that since the moment that we got on campus. But it was also something we talked to Candace Story-Lee and Chancellor Dearmeyer about, my husband and myself, when we came here together. This was a place we wanted to be for a long time, and we had a really big vision for it. We have poured, as has our staff and the kids that have been here, poured every ounce of energy we've had into it, and we've had some success. It's exciting to see that Candace and the university believe in me as much as I believe in them. I can't wait to get started again. I can't wait to be here as long as I can. I just love Vanderbilt.
You have 9 returning players from last year's team. What is that experience bringing to this year's roster?
It's funny, in the changing landscape of college athletics, it's almost unheard of to return, that many players. I'm thankful that they believe in me and our program and the trajectory of where we're going. It means that we don't have to start all over. It means that the foundation of our culture and our success is living through those players, and that the transition will hopefully be a little easier for those new players that are coming in, because they're going to have people to show them the ropes. It means that I think we're doing something really special here, and that they value that and see it. And I want us to be a developmental program holistically, and that takes time. So I'm glad that our players have bought into that as well. I want them here for as long as they can be here.
Last season, you took your team to the NCAA tournament for the first time as a head coach. What, lessons did your team learn from that, and then hopefully how they'll apply that to this season?
There were some high highs and getting into the tournament and winning our first game, and I think the biggest lessons came in our loss to Baylor and understanding what it looks like and feels like to prepare for March. And there's no preparing for March when you hear your name called. You have to prepare in the summer, and when the lights are off and when no one's looking, and the high level of competition and that everything's on the line moment. I can't really recreate that in a practice environment. So the experience in and of itself was amazing, because it made our players more hungry, but it also showed them the things that we need to work on to make sure that we not only make the NCAA tournament, but that we're competitive in it.
You brought in a couple new players, 2 from the transfer portal and 2 freshmen. The 2 transfers, I want to talk about them for a little bit, Leilani Cavanis and Jay Nwaba. They have a combined 158 starts in their college career. What experience do they bring, and how can they be an asset to the team this year?
They bring so much to the table. They're strong guards. They are versatile. They're willing to do whatever the team needs them to do to win. They value defense. I think that the biggest thing, though, is that they came here to win. So when you look at where they were at, the amount of minutes that they played, what they had to do for that team, they wanted to be part of something bigger than themselves here, so that they could, compete in the NCAA tournament and, with essentially their last year of basketball, do something really special. So that level of experience is going to be valuable for us, because we needed it. And then when you add that to the other 2, Michaela Blake and Trinity Wilson, who have no experience but bring fresh energy and diverse skill set, and also some things that we haven't had on our team in a while. I love the mixture. I think it's going to be very valuable for us.
The 2 freshmen, and I want to talk about Michaela Blake especially. You talked about how you haven't seen a freshman bring what she's brought to your team in a long time. What does she bring to Vanderbilt?
Michaela's, we knew that she was good. I mean, she wasn't a top-ranked player in the country for no reason. We knew she was a very good player, but she's fearless. And genuinely confident, highly competitive. When you bring freshmen in, there's sometimes a transitional period. They struggle with all of those things because they're unsure, and it's a new environment. It's college basketball. It's not high school anymore. I have not seen her miss a step. There have been plenty of practices where she is our hardest worker, our most vocal player, and our best player on the floor. And again, I've been doing this for a long time at a very, very high level. I remember a couple, and I'm not going to say their names, so I don't want the comparison game yet, but I remember a couple that made me feel the way that this kid makes me feel when I watch her play and coach her. I'm excited for the fan base to see her. She's awesome.
Not necessarily a new piece, but somebody who kind of had their season cut short. Madison Green, how has her recovery been, and what do you expect for her to bring to the table this year?
Her recovery has been great. She was able to really hit the ground running in the summer, which I think is very valuable. When you're coming off that kind of injury, you don't want your first day to be thrown back into practice when you're in season. It's great that she had some time to acclimate to being back out on the floor, to build her strength and confidence up. She's a huge part of what we do because she's so athletic. She is a playmaker at the point guard position. She's an elite defender, and she brings this competitive fire to our team that I think when she went down last year, it was just a hard gap to fill at that point, and losing a ball handler as well. So it's nice to have her back. She's in tip-top form and shape. I'm excited for her. Hopefully we can, keep the ball running with her health. She's been doing great so far.
Another player who had a really big summer, Aga Makirat. Can you talk about what her experience was like playing for Poland and how you think that helped her develop as a player?
So when she played this year for Poland, it was their best finish that they'd had ever in that team's competitive, world competitive experience. So that was really cool for her to be part of. I also think what she really enjoyed was being a leader on the team, and not only was she productive, but she made everyone else around her better. And what I keep preaching to our players that are getting experience and that are kind of spreading their wings, and Aga's one of them, is it's great when you have great stats and you're productive and you make shots and you do things in that way to help the team win. But the best players I've ever coached have been the ones that make everyone around them better. And I think that's what Aga would tell you was the most fun for her this summer, was that she made her team better. She made the players around her better on the floor, and she got to experience that. So that was really cool.
I'll just kind of wrap it up with more of like a whole team picture. You talk about how you're proud of your success, but you're not satisfied. How do you kind of drive that mindset into your team?
Oh, I'm really good at driving that kind of mindset. And I just come to one of our practices and you'll see how I drive that mindset. No, I think that they are also feeling that. Obviously, our goal was to get to the NCAA tournament, but we would have liked to stay there for much longer. And we're proud of those accomplishments, but we want more. We want more. We want to be competitive for championships. We want to be a name that people see and they're like, that's a loss. That's somebody we're going to have to beat. They're not going to lose us. I want to be in the national conversation for great teams and great programs. That's what we want here. So we are proud of our accomplishments last year, especially, but we're not satisfied yet. We're going to keep getting better and keep pushing.
Awesome. Thank you so much for spending some time with me this afternoon, Coach. We're looking forward to just a couple weeks away getting back and watching you guys playing.
I am too. Great to see you.
Great to see you. Thank you all.